It's so hot in this hoodie. It's so cute though, look at it. It's shiny. So cute. Hello and welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time here. My name is Teal and today's topic of discussion is going to be what I have in my camera bag. This isn't going to be everything that I own, this is going to be what I pack with me and take on every single shoot. Alright, first and foremost is my camera. Right now I have been shooting with the Canon 6D. Seems a little old, but I also have a 5D Mark III that is very old and kind of makes me nervous to use it as my main body. So I switched to my backup camera, which was the 6D, and didn't really have as much use. I always take two cameras with me to shoots because you never really know what's going to happen. So it used to be me shooting on the Mark III and having the 6D as the backup, but now since I use the 6D, I use the camera that I'm filming on, which is the Sony a7 III. I love it. I keep it with me anyways for video a lot of the times, but as far as photos go, if I needed it for backup, it is amazing. Alright, as far as lenses go, if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know that I love a 35mm. So the one that goes with me all the time is the Tamron 35mm 1.4. It's my most favorite. I also do have the Tamron 35mm 1.8. So if I needed a backup, I have that, but I don't take both with me. I usually take one lens for a body. I do way too much hiking to take a lot of gear with me, so I have to be very selective. So as of these days, the 35mm 1.4 is the lens that I shoot 99% of my sessions with, and it is the only lens that goes with me for this camera. As far as the a7 III goes, I have a Tamron 24mm 2.8, which is what I'm filming on. So I always have that set up with me. If I was going to rely on the a7 III for photos, I would probably take the Sony 50mm 1.8 with me, just because the 24mm isn't always ideal. Not everybody wants super wide shots, but as of these days I don't rely on it for photos, so it's usually just the 24 that goes with me. Of course, no camera bag can be complete without lots and lots of memory cards. So I tend to use 32 gigabytes or lower. I'm not a huge fan on giant memory cards. I don't shoot enough. I also only shoot one session on one card, and until I've completely cycled through them, I don't delete them. I do not delete sessions until they are signed, sealed, delivered, and I have a happy customer. So I need tons of cards because, let's be real, until I need it, it really doesn't get deleted. I always have batteries with me, of course, backup batteries for days. I have shown up to shoots with a half a battery and forgot to throw in my extras, and thank goodness that it worked out, but always should have extra batteries. Something fun that I like to have with me are these little crystals. I usually just throw them in a pocket in my bag. I almost always forget that I even have them, so they don't get used very often, but I do have them. Look, it's so pretty. See? I need to play with these more. Yeah, can you see? They're so cool. I should use them more. So if I have a session coming up with you, remind me that I have these in my bag, because I always have them and I never use them. I also always have a GoPro with me these days since moving to Hawaii. I have a Hero 5 Black that the screen has stopped working on it. It still works, it still records great, but the screen doesn't work anymore. So I did just get a Hero Black 7, which is proving to be wonderful as well. I don't necessarily use it for shoots, but I really like taking really wide shots with it, or if I'm doing video. And if you've seen any behind the scenes videos that I've done, I will usually give my assistant a GoPro to kind of take behind the scenes shots. You can kind of set it up on things. It's just kind of handy to have. Like, I don't know if I'd miss it if it wasn't in my bag, but I always have it, just in case. You will probably notice that my camera does not have a strap on it. I do not like the regular straps that come with cameras. I use a sling strap, I guess is what you want to call it. It's leather, so it looks way cooler, and it kind of slides around instead of being stuck on your shoulder. I don't like wearing them around. This kind of goes across like a crossbody bag, and your camera kind of hangs to the side. I like it so much better. It feels a lot more sturdy. And this one is from RL Handcrafts. I will link this and pretty like everything else you saw in the video in the description. I used to have a double harness that I kind of regret getting rid of now that I try to shoot video at my sessions also, but I find that the one strap does just fine. Okay, that's pretty much everything that's in my bag, but let's talk about the bag itself. So I have a problem. I hate camera bags. I hate them so much. I hate that they're heavy. I hate that they're bulky. When I shot weddings, I really liked having a big bulky camera bag that I could pack my whole life into, but I don't shoot weddings. I drive 30 minutes, I shoot for an hour, and I drive 30 minutes home. Like, I don't need to take my whole life with me, and I don't need a huge bulky bag because you can't leave stuff in your car here. I carry everything with me at a shoot. I don't leave anything around. So like at a wedding, you could kind of tuck stuff to the side in the bridal suite or under a table and nobody's gonna mess with it. Here, I have to carry stuff. So I cannot have a big giant camera bag. I hate it so much. So what I do is I use a camera insert in whatever bag I'm feeling that day. This is the camera insert that I'm using right now. It usually has inserts, but I'll explain my whole setup in a minute. So I put a camera in here and little slots for my memory cards. So keep that in mind. Now the bag that I use, I do go through bags pretty frequently. I like a backpack, but I also don't like heavy. We've decided that. So I have this bag, this beautiful canvas and leather bag that my wonderful husband got me in Japan. He said it was a vendor, I think at the airport, but it is a Japanese brand that he saw and thought of me. Apparently it was not cheap, but I love it so much, and I'll show you why. There's there is the brand. I have no idea how to say it, but it has some pockets on the inside, and it also has a little zipper pocket back here that I usually put my keys, wallet, phone in. It's a pretty big pocket. You're wondering how I get all of these things into this bag with one little insert. Let me show you. Camera inserts. The 60 with the 35mm 1.4 goes in here. She's locked and loaded. And then this fits absolutely perfectly in the bottom of the backpack with the zipper facing up. See? She fits perfect. So now you're wondering, hey, I thought you said you take another camera with you. I do, because I am filming on the Sony. I will use the 5D Mark III as the placeholder. We put that right in the top there. So I set it, usually I'll set it up with the lens facing one way. And then, so the memory cards are in here. There's two pockets in here, so batteries and the GoPro will go in one pocket, and then my little crystals that I never use go in the other pocket. See, so then everything's in here now. I don't usually put the harness in my bag. I usually just wear it. So when I get there, I just have to strap my camera to it and we're good to go. But it would fit in here if I needed it to. Alright, so we zip it up. And the super cool thing about this backpack is, because you know, that Sony would be sitting right here, it has this cool little clip on it. So you clip it like that, and the insert is down here with the Canon in it, and the Sony is sitting up here kind of all seat belted in and fabulous, happy, and then I strap her on. So I have everything I need in this one bag. It's pretty great. It's super lightweight. The canvas, I have noticed, because we are around the ocean a lot, I have noticed it's semi-water resistant. So that's it. That's me locked and loaded and ready for a shoot. Sorry if that wasn't super exciting for you. I don't take a lot of stuff. I will go ahead and link everything that I talked about as much as I can. I really have to find that bag in the description, just in case you liked anything or you want a closer look, you can see. If you do want to see another video of maybe like the more gear that I do have way too much gear, so I can do a video of all the stuff I have, but this, if I was going to do a shoot tonight, that is exactly how I would pack my bag. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe so you can see all of my future videos. Alright, I will see you next time.